This week, the city is expected to continue with its revenue collection campaign targeting homeowners. Last week, Tshwane officials crisscrossed the capital city to collect what is owed to the municipality.
Unfortunately, in this instance, we are not having mercy.
And no one is spared. This posh estate in affluent Pretoria East allegedly owes Tshwane over 3 million rand. Tshwane officials pounced to disconnect supplies, but were stopped in their tracks by a lawyer with a court order.
Wear the mask is fine, but you're not going to insult the city officials and call them idiots.
What did I say?
It's good.
Did you say that you don't care
our friend will come and deal with
Did you say that you don't care about court
We're
order?
done with you.
Did you say you didn't care about court order?
You said you don't care about the court order. You are the one who said it.
Some defaulters have approached the courts to intervene, but the city says it anticipated the pushback and is legally ready.
So through our legal team, as and when we are receiving any of these summons that we've started to receive, they are definitely responding on those. There are those that we know, there are certain customers that we have not yet gone to, because some of them you find that they do have disputes that have been submitted.
Many businesses in Tshwane were also targeted, the Sheraton Hotel and some big malls amongst the defaulters. Tshwane says since last week, 450 businesses were disconnected.
Businesses in the city owe us more than 5 billion rands. Residents more than 8 billion rands.
The University of Pretoria owed over 22 million rand, and after settling its bill, supplies were reconnected. The biggest defaulter, the state. 32 government departments owe the city over 141 million rand. They include Public Works, the South African Police Service, the SANDF, Water and Sanitation, Tourism, among others. State entities like PRASA and Denel also owe millions.
We know for a fact that we have to follow our own bylaws. I mean, we can't be enforcing bylaws on one side and ourselves not following our own laws. So through our legal team, as and when we are receiving any of these summons that we've started to receive, they are definitely responding on those. There are those that we know, there are certain customers that we have not yet gone to, because some of them you find that they do have disputes that have been submitted, and then we are in the process of finalizing those.
The City of Tshwane is owed over 17 billion rand in revenue by government departments, commercial properties, businesses and residential properties that have defaulted on their municipal accounts. The municipality says the debt has a dire impact on its stability and compromises service delivery.
They have an obligation to pay. You cannot consume for free. You have an obligation towards the city. How do we run the operations? How do we afford to run the operations of the city if we have no revenue?
So far, Tshwane has collected over 74 million rand in revenue from businesses and just over 17 million rand from Public Works. The next massive target is residential properties. Homeowners owe almost 8 billion rand to the city. The municipality has appealed to homeowners to settle their accounts or make necessary arrangements. Patricia Fasagi, SABC News in Pretoria.